Alrighty, everyone, we should be live now. I just realized that I was not live. I had been talking for about 2 minutes. I forgot I scheduled it, so I had to click the go live button. But I do want to keep you all informed tonight. We do have some severe storms in the Omaha, Nebraska metro area. These storms will be capable of producing damaging large hail, some severe wind gusts, heavy rain, potentially deadly lightning. It is very frequent lightning, so be sure to stay indoors and avoid those storms as much as possible. If it is safe, I would recommend bringing your car indoors into cover, especially in areas just north of Fremont, Nebraska. We also do have a severe thunderstorm warning. This one actually is lime-sized hail. This is some of that larger hail we're talking about. Definitely bring your vehicles inside if you can in this area. I don't think we have anybody out here. It doesn't look like any towns, but that is near the 61 in northern Nebraska. This is about, let's measure here. This storm, the most intense portion, is about 23 miles south of Route 20, right in between Merriman and Cody, Nebraska. So I'm going to check in on the live chat. We've got Jesse, Gus Thornton, thanks for tuning in. I'm doing well. How about you? Where's the face cam at? I don't have it set up yet. I'll get it set up before the end of the year, I bet. There are a couple chasers out tonight. Got John McKinney, Tanner Charles. I've been keeping an eye on some of their feeds. Some of them have gotten some pretty good structure, crazy lightning, but I don't think we're going to be seeing any tornadoes tonight. Don't let your guard down. It's always good to stay alert, but I highly doubt it with these storms. Country Angel. Oh my gosh, I'm dumb. Sorry guys, I've been doing math homework for the past hour and a half, so that is why I said angle. Been doing slope, y-intercept, angles, all that stuff. So yeah, I am done with the math. But we do have a severe thunderstorm warning. Is this new? I think this one just got issued up here near Tecma, Oakland, Nebraska for quarter-sized hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds, so seek shelter inside a sturdy structure away from windows. What math am I in? I'm taking Algebra 1. I think that's standard for my grade. I just realized, is the microphone really quiet? I could switch it to my AirPods, but the quality is not going to be as good. How's this? This might be too loud, might be too quiet. You're not the only non-mod Sydney. We've got Gus Thornton. I think it's just Jesse. That's our only mod in here right now. So, like I said, we're not going to be live very long, but I just wanted to hop on here and cover some of these storms. We've actually got a little bit of a line here in central Iowa. Trigonometry, I can't fathom how difficult that is. Algebra 1 is already pretty challenging. That's the hardest class I'm in, I feel like. The old mic was better. Okay, I'll switch it back. Alright, is this better? Okay, that should be good. I take it back. Algebra 1 is probably not the most difficult class I'm in. AP Computer Science, it's easy right now, but I pretty sure it's going to get hard. So these storms are heading south. We've got some... This line is currently reaching Ames, Nevada, Marshalltown, Iowa, approaching Cedar Rapids. So you can expect some small hail, some gusty winds, lightning, heavy rain. We've got 9 people watching. Welcome into the stream, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. We're just live covering some severe weather across portions of the Midwest, mainly focused on these storms in eastern Nebraska, with the large hail moving through areas west and north of Omaha. We've actually got, this isn't what we're here to cover, but we have a winter weather advisory for portions of the Rocky Mountains in central Colorado. So this does include areas like Breckenridge, Granby, the mountains of Boulder County. So they could see 3 to 8 inches of snow on the high mountain passes. I was actually there today, guys. I went to the highest incorporated town in North America, Alma, Colorado. So they were seeing some of that snow. I bet you all this right here is mainly snow. Unfortunately, we do not have access to the winter weather radar on Radar Omega yet. You can see it says unavailable in summer, but we should get it. I don't know when they allow us to use the winter weather radar again. Probably sometime during October. If you are just joining us, these storms approaching Omaha, Nebraska, in and around that area, are producing very frequent lightning. I'm talking every 5 to 10 seconds. We probably have a cloud ground lightning strike, especially this storm near Fort Calhoun and the one near Fremont, Nebraska. Unfortunately, my Radar Omega does not show the lightning, but I do see it on radar scope. These storms are producing pretty frequent lightning. I'm going to be honest, Jesse, I have not looked at tomorrow. I do know, pretty sure we have a 5% tornado risk. I do not have thoughts on tomorrow. I have not looked at it. I gotta turn the lightning back on from the new update. I don't know how to get anything back on since the new update. I was trying to get the temperature. Maybe I'll find it now just because I'm live. Yeah, I have no clue where it is. Oh, I don't like how it, when you close out of this, it closes the main menu each time. Oh, there it is. There's temperature. Not sure where lightning is. Ooh, I like how the temperatures look now. It's not like the little circle. Okay, I was actually, some of you may know this, I hated the Radar Omega update at first, but then I looked at this menu and noticed it was still the same. I just didn't like down here and stuff on the bottom. But that actually looks good. With the new temperatures, that looks good. What's up, Evan? Welcome into the stream. I should look at tomorrow's setup, alright, I will. Let me get this pulled up. I'll go to pivotal weather. Let's look at the supercell composite for tomorrow on the HRRR. Alright, so this is the 18Z. Okay, so this is right now. For tomorrow, looks like we could have a couple semi-discrete supercells in eastern Oklahoma, western Arkansas. Let's pull a couple soundings. Okay, we got a severe there. Maybe I'll make a forecast video for this. I don't know. Okay, there's a Taurus sounding. Where did I just pull this? I think that was near the tri-state region, Oklahoma, Missouri, Arkansas. PY is very high. These are going to be very high precip supercells tomorrow. And oh my gosh, look at Colorado. It is going to be so rainy here tomorrow. Check on SRH in the first kilometer of the atmosphere. Looks like mainly around that tri-state region south of Joplin. Oh, I do know how to turn on the loop. I know how to get the loop. It's right here. Is this what you mean? I should use it more often than I do. There's the loop. Yeah, so this is about 28 hours out. But then again, the 18Z is a couple hours back. So this is looking at tomorrow evening. Looks like a lot of these storms, in the beginning, we could have a couple semi-discrete, but then they're going to kind of congeal into a line there and go down to the southeast into Louisiana, the Texarkana region, western Mississippi. That is not what I meant to click. Look at STP. All right. Whoa. Look at the STP. Look at the updraft helicity tracks. This is going to be worse than April 27th, 2011. Are you talking about mainly... See, this is what I don't like about the forecasting. My mouse always gets stuck on it, and then I forget to deselect it. Is this what you're talking about? Misty, could you get some storms? Let's have a look. You are in... If I remember correctly, you're in, like... You're kind of near St. Louis, right? So, looking at tomorrow... Yeah, you could actually see some storms. You might see this line of storms move through. So you could get some rain, maybe some gusty winds, small hail. Definitely something to keep an eye on. You are currently in. Let's pull up the SBC really quick for tomorrow. Okay, so you're in the general thunder risk. So probably just some isolated severe thunderstorms, some rain, but definitely something to keep an eye on. But we do have that 5% tornado risk tomorrow. What just happened to my microphone? I don't even know. It just randomly cut out. But we do have a 5% tornado risk tomorrow. That includes areas of eastern Oklahoma and western Arkansas. Hold up, guys. I need to drink some water. I'm dehydrated. Alright, there we go. I was just testing the microphone. I think I got it fixed. I switched back and forth between the microphones until one of them decided to work. Kind of like flipping a coin. But yeah, like Jesse was saying, I definitely think we could see 10 hatched. I would honestly be kind of surprised if we don't see some sort of upgrade. They did note something on the morning outlook, I believe. Let's actually read through this. Maybe it was on the morning outlook. I think they said something of like a volatile. No, maybe that was the morning outlook. Yeah, I think it was. But if you are in these areas tomorrow, definitely remain alert for potentially a strong tornado. Couldn't rule out a strong tornado, a couple strong tornadoes tomorrow in eastern Oklahoma and western Arkansas. A lot of the ingredients are lining up for that. If you do have any questions for your location, be sure to drop it in the live chat. How was everyone's weekends? Unfortunately, I've been a little sick, just back to school and everything, but we're getting through it. I don't know what I've got, just some sort of cold. A lot of people are getting sick right now. But here are these storms I was talking about. This is the main reason I went live, just these kind of big hailers with the crazy lightning and damaging winds in eastern Nebraska. And this one near Wahoo is slowly making its way, drifting towards western Omaha, near Venice, Waterloo, Elkhorn, Gretna. So just be sure to keep an eye on that. Secure loose objects outside, like lawn items, so those don't get like blown away or anything. We do have this storm south of Columbus, Nebraska. This one got some heavy rain, small hail, and these storms are moving pretty slowly, so I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some isolated flash flooding with these. You gotta go, Jesse. Alright, see ya. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great night, dude. Probably gonna end off pretty soon here. Honestly, wasn't expecting to be live very long. But I did just want to go live because it has been a bit, and we still have 6 people watching. That is pretty good. So I appreciate you all for sticking around. If you are new around here, consider subscribing to the channel or liking the stream. Even just watching helps out, so I appreciate you all. But once again, if you are in the western or northern Omaha, those metro areas, look out for these severe thunderstorms with the potential for that hail and that lightning. Be sure to stay indoors inside a sturdy structure. If you can, I'd recommend just pulling your cars in just in case. I don't think we'll see hail big enough to destroy windshields or anything like that, but it's always nice to just have that peace of mind. But with that being said, I know this was a really short stream. We'll do a quick recap for tomorrow. So we do have the potential for some semi-discrete supercells tomorrow. Especially, my main concern, honestly, is this tri-state area, Arkansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, right just to like the west of that Joplin area. You can see a couple of those storms on the southern end of that line. And then also in eastern Oklahoma and western Arkansas, a couple hours after that. This is about 36 hours out from the 18Z. So this is tomorrow evening into tomorrow night. But with that being said, that is going to be the end of this live stream. Once again, a slight risk is in effect for tomorrow. That does stretch from eastern Oklahoma through Arkansas and portions of northern Texas. Let's hope it stays away from Joplin. Yeah, hopefully these storms do avoid all of those more populated areas and everyone does take those proper precautions. I would not be overly shocked, actually even surprised, if we saw the 10 hatched tornado risk tomorrow. I do think it is probably the right move. But with that being said, that is going to be the end of this live stream. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. We had Sydney in here, Gus Thornton, Jesse, Misty, Evan, and anybody else watching who just didn't say anything in the chat. I appreciate all you silent viewers. Thank you everyone for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Peace.